Today's training video is on relay pumping. We do this when we have an especially long lay of hydrant hose. This long lay can cause an excessive amount of friction loss, resulting in inadequate water pressure for fighting the fire. Another time we may want to relay pump on a fire is to boost the water pressure that is going to the aerial truck for defensive operations. In Apple Valley, we are lucky to have hydrants on all but one street. So the need to relay pump is small, but it's still a critical skill every firefighter should know. Another area in Apple Valley we may want to relay pump in is anywhere there may be low static water pressure from the hydrant. For our scenario, we are going to place the engine, which will be the relay truck, at the hydrant. The second apparatus will be the attack truck and should be placed over 300 feet away. If the fire was farther away, more relay trucks should be placed every 550 to 600 feet with 4-inch LDH hose. We first need the relay truck to pull up and attach a hose to the hydrant, connecting it to one of their intakes. While this is being done, the attack truck will begin doing a forward lay of their LDH hose to their attack position at the fire. Make sure the hose from the attack truck is connected to the master 4-inch discharge on the relay truck. A common mistake is connecting to the second intake valve on the relay truck. The relay truck at the hydrant should be operating in RPM mode, while the attack truck should be in pressure mode. The reason the relay truck is in RPM mode versus pressure mode is that the relay truck needs to send and maintain a constant pressure to the attack truck. In this mode, the pump operator directly controls the engine speed by setting the RPM. If the relay truck was in pressure mode, the pump operator sets the pressure they want the pump to produce. The apparatus monitors the pressure and makes automatic adjustments as needed. For example, if you open another discharge, the truck will increase engine speed to maintain the desired pressure. Apparatus operators should have direct communications with each other and coordinate flows. When operating the relay truck, first check your intake gauge to see what pressure the hydrant is at. This tells you what you have available to send to the attack truck. After receiving confirmation that the attack truck is ready, while at idle, the relay truck pump operator can start opening the passenger side 4-inch master discharge, keeping an eye on their intake pressure gauge. On the attack truck, once all the air has been bled from the hose from the relay truck, open the intake lever so water is coming in at idle. The attack truck pump operator should check their intake pressure gauge. This is going to tell you how much pressure you have to use. For Apple Valley Fire, you do not want to go below 20 psi on the intake pressure gauge. If this gauge was to go below 0, it would cause cavitation. Cavitation refers to the phenomenon in which the static pressure of liquid reduces to below the liquid's vapor pressure, leading to the formation of small vapor-filled cavities in the liquid. When subjected to higher pressure, these cavities, called bubbles or voids, collapse and can generate shock waves that may damage the pump. Ideally, the attack truck should not see anything over 100 psi on their intake pressure gauge. Any higher, you risk blowing a relief valve. At this point, the attack truck could start flowing water by opening their aerial waterway valve. To increase the pressure, go to the pump control panel and slowly raise the water pressure by tapping on the increase pressure arrow, all while watching the pump intake gauge. If the attack truck asks for more pressure, they would want to radio the relay truck operator and ask for 5, 10, or 20 more psi. If, for example, the intake pressure gauge is holding at 40 psi, you can radio the relay truck operator and request 20 more psi. The relay truck operator should then go to their pump control panel, double checking that they are in RPM mode, and step up the pressure incrementally by using the increase arrow button. While doing this, the relay truck operator will want to watch the passenger side 4-inch master discharge gauge to increase the output by the amount the attack truck operator requested. Simultaneously, the relay truck pump operator should keep an eye on their pump intake gauge, verifying that they do not go below 20 psi. The attack truck pump operator should see their pressure intake gauge go up by about 20 psi, thus allowing them to increase the pressure they are flowing their lines at. You are now in a holding position until the attack truck requests more pressure. If they radio for more, simply repeat the steps while keeping an eye on the intake gauge, so that you do not go beyond the safety limits of the truck and avoid cavitation. The goal is to send a maximum of 1,000 gallons per minute out of the aerial waterway. 1,000 gallons is a limit we do not want to exceed, as it could cause damage to the aerial waterway. To shut down the relay operation, you want to work in reverse from the fire to the hydrant. The attack truck pump operator should radio the relay truck pump operator, letting them know they are going to start shutting down. To shut down the attack truck operations, after confirmation from the relay truck pump operator, the attack truck pump operator should go to their pump control panel and first slowly decrease the water pressure by tapping the decrease arrow in unison with the relay truck pump operator. It is important to not click the idle button on the pump control panel during this step, as this will slow things down rapidly and is a chance for cavitation to occur, resulting in damage to the trucks. Once that is done, the attack pump operator would want to close their aerial waterway discharge and intake valves. The relay truck pump operator would want to close their passenger side 4-inch master discharge and intake valve. Both trucks will want to open all their drains. Relay truck operations are officially done. The hose can be removed from the hydrant and the truck can be prepared to leave the scene. Thank you for viewing this training video. If you have any questions, please reach out to your station officers.